Here's a security threat most of you are not even aware of. I think this has been around for a long time. If you are active on Reddit or in the tech space, I think you should be quite familiar with this. It is very common with URL running application you're not very sure of, or browser extension. How does it work? Imagine you click on a URL link we are not very sure of. Behind the scene, the link will trigger a script, and the script will be mining crypto using your device. So you will be saying, oh, my laptop CPU is acting up, my laptop is lagging or very slow. But what is happening in reality is they are using your laptop as a mining tool. So how can you protect yourself against things like this? So for me, since when I'm not working, I love testing tools like open source tool, and I visit a lot of websites out of curiosity. So I'm quite vulnerable with this sort of malware attack. So what I do most times is there is this open source tool we call the Dockermox. So with this tool, it's free actually. For those of you who are not familiar with what open source is, it's free. So you can just run it as a Docker image. So you can run a Proxmox. When the Proxmox is up, you can create your Windows machine or Linux machine. Then it's quite easy. Just run this command on your CLE, which is basically this is Fuchs, just to check. I think in the older version of Debian or Linux, this Fuchs was deactivated by default, but in the newer version it's actually activated. But you can just run it. When you receive a response like this, it means it is actually active. Fuchs is file system in usual space. What that means is any non-kernel file system like overlay FS, SSH FS, and Fuse overlay FS, they can be used by your container. So once you confirm that this is actually active, then you can go ahead and run your image. The image is this is the I think they are using Docker here. For me, I'm actually using Podman. You can see I'm actually running it here. So most of you will have problem with this flag, the privilege flag, so you can use sudo, but the purpose of Podman is to run most of your image rootless. So for me, it's working quite well because I created a new user and gave it all the required permission. So the image is running on port 8006. So when you can find the image here, you can see that Proxmox is actually actively running. So why is this actually good for this sort of attack? Is this when you finish with your test, because most of the time you just run your Proxmox, create your VMware, which is your virtual machine. When you finish creating, you can just destroy the image, recreate the image when you want, as much as you want. So this gives you an edge over this sort of attack. And the second solution is don't click on any link you are not sure of, or any kind of software you're not very sure of. Don't just click on it. Anyways, if you want to be active or stay current on open source tool and how to bypass those sort of stuff, you can follow for more.